Good evening, everyone. First of all, I want to send a big shout out to all the brothers of the craft and sisters of the order. You're definitely fairest among thousands and altogether lovely. So, you know what? I'm waiting for Freemasonry Unlocked to give me a call this evening. He's going to be my guest for tonight's show. We talked earlier, so I hope that he has got my message. Definitely going to have Freemasonry Unlocked tonight. Definitely going to come on. We're going to talk about a few things. But first of all, I just want to let you brothers know how much, and the sisters know how much I appreciate you. Definitely sending me big shout outs. It keeps a brother going. Trust me, it keeps the brother going because sometimes we all think and we may feel that, hey, we on this thing by ourselves, and in the process, we tend to forget that, hey, there are others that are on that same journey that you are. So definitely big shout out to all the brothers of the craft and sisters of the order who come on the page, who leave positive comments. We can always have discussions. That's fine, but I prefer positive feedback, positive conversation. That really drives this whole thing. And it's time out for division. I'm not about that life. I'm about uniting. I'm about building up the next man to become that better man. That's what it's truly all about. So I offer this to anyone, to any Prince Hall Mason, to any ancient, free, and accepted Mason who would like to come on this show. You are certainly welcome to do that. But I'll tell you what, when the topic get hot, we will not divert, nor will we use words to tear each other down. It's only for discussions and discussions only. So once again, anyone who is Prince Hall, Modern, Free, International, PHO, whatever your jurisdiction may be, including mainstream, you're certainly welcome to reach out and come on the show. It's all about growth. It's all about knowledge. It's all about communicating. Definitely, that's the best thing I can say. It's all about communicating, and that's what we want to do. So, that's that personal invite. So you can't never say that you were not invited on this show. And we're willing to talk about any and everything. Nothing is off limits, period. So, I'm just going to leave it at that. So we're going to get right into this thing tonight. So I'm going to talk about a few things. And one thing in particular is, have you ever heard of the fraternal kiss? Anybody, if you're on right now, I'd like to know, have you ever heard of the fraternal kiss? Yeah, there is a such thing as a fraternal kiss. It sure is. As sure as I'm watching you and you looking back at me, brothers and sisters, there's such a thing as a fraternal kiss. And it's not done by the sisters. I'm having some Kool-Aid tonight. I want to say thank you to my wife. She makes sure that her brother have it. And yeah, I ain't complaining. So, any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on that? A fraternal kiss. Have anyone out there heard of the fraternal kiss? And I'm going to give you the answer, but I just want to check and just see, have you heard of such a thing? Anybody? Well, seeing that there are none, going twice, never heard of it, Phil Jackson. All right, Brother Jackson. Brother Montgomery, welcome. Brother Humphreys, welcome. Brother Biggs, Brother Mack, Brother House, Brother Jackson, Brother Lewis. All brothers are welcome. All sisters are welcome. So definitely, yeah, the fraternal kiss. No, it's not done that way, Brother Lewis. Nah, no. Sorry. No. But I don't want to ask a question and not give an answer to it. There is only one jurisdiction that I know of that does the fraternal kiss. And that jurisdiction is going to be no other than Connecticut. Connecticut Grand Lodge, mainstream. Yes, they do the fraternal kiss. Now, the question remains is, how is it done? Is it done on the cheek? I couldn't tell you. I don't know. But I do know that there's such a thing as a fraternal kiss. I do know that for a fact. So, you ask me, well, where did this information come from? Once again, it came out of the book that is called Facts About Freemasonry, page 221. You can look that up. You get this book called Facts About Masonry on page 221. And let's see, in just a second. And I'm going to give you the author of the book so you won't be thinking that I'm crazy. Okay, so you need this book right here. See this? That's the book you need. And brother, let me tell you. Oh, let me tell you, yeah, it'll make you, yeah, that book right there got some heat for you. And I just wanted to share that with you tonight. So it's called A Fraternal Kiss. As I've said, I don't know if it's done on your cheek, forehead. I don't know. I don't know. So look that up, get that book, and it has a lot of great information in it. I believe that that book there would definitely fit in your library if you just want to have a book with tons of information in it. It's a small book. It's only probably about 50 pages, but the information in there is like, it's worth having. It's definitely worth having. So I'll leave that. So when tonight's, the main topic for tonight was going to be about a couple of things. It's going to be esoteric versus esoteric. Esoteric versus exoteric, okay? That's going to be one of the topics for tonight. Also, another topic of tonight is the Masonic ring. How many Masonic rings are there? And I'll say that that's going to be my first topic for tonight. It's Masonic rings. And we're going to get right on into that. Okay, so Masonic rings. There's only 2 times that a Mason ever receives a Masonic ring. And there's really only 2 Masonic rings. And the third one we're going to talk about is kind of suspect, but I understand why they have it. Now, there's only 2 times a Mason gets a Masonic ring. One is during the process of him becoming a member of the LOP, Lodge of Perfection. The Lodge of Perfection is just like a class. So when a person gets that ring, it's part of his class. It's a class ring. It is definitely that of the triangle with the yod in the middle. The name of God, the yod. And then you get another ring when you get your 33rd. That ring has a triangle with 33 in the center. And that's going to lead into the other topic, which is esoteric versus exoteric. But those are the 2 rings that you only receive, that you actually receive as a Mason. Yes, the 14th degree, Brother Lewis. Then the other time you may want to get a ring is when you're a Master Mason. However, if the grip, the signs, and things like that is the way that we recognize each other, why should you use a ring? Why do you need a ring? They say that Masons can recognize one as in the daylight as well as in the night. So why do you need a Masonic ring to show that you are a Mason? Just as I may wear my emblem here. This is an emblem of the Knights Templars. Okay? And I do have a Masonic ring. But my question remains, why should we wear the Masonic ring when we know that there are ways of finding and understanding who may be a Mason among us? You know? We don't? All right, PHA do. I got a ring when I was raised. All right, nothing wrong with that. Brother House, I see you wrote that back in Arabic. No. Yes, I see you writing again, brother. You're going to have to come straight with that now. You messing the brother up, Brother House. You messing me up. But anyway, so yeah, definitely. So if you know anything about the Mark Master's degree, the Mark Master's degree, and the reason I say that is because in that particular degree, we know that in order to prove yourself to be a master, you had a mark. So in the process of having a mark, you put your stamp on your work. And when you put your stamp on your work, then boom, there you have it. That's the way they got down. And so now we have the Master Mason or the Masonic ring that we wear. That is to prove that we are a Master Mason. Whereas it should be one of the emblems, that of the mark Master. Okay? I'm just sharing that with you. I know I want, you know what I like is that when I share information with you, go back and verify it. Just don't take my word for it, but I want you to go back and look and see what you come up with and bring it back to me. Hit me up, inbox me, let me know this is what I came up with. You know, because I'll tell you this, the more a person pops open a book, the more stuff, more lights pop on. You be like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see this coming. I didn't see that coming. And it's true. So I encourage you to definitely do that always. That is my number one thing, is to tell a brother to pop one open, and it will definitely enlighten them. And that goes for the sisters too. Sisters, don't be slighted. Hold on just a second. A sister asked me, I got an inbox message from a sister. She wanted to know what was the best Eastern Star book that she can get besides her ritual. And I've always definitely upheld this book here. This book is called The Eastern Star, The Evolution from a Rite to an Order. This details everything about an Eastern Star. It also shows you the reason why sisters overseas do not become Eastern Star. They become Masons versus the sisters here in the United States who become Eastern Stars versus Masonry. It gives you, it breaks that down to you. It definitely enlightens you. And to you brothers, if you want to know that too, this is a good book to have for you. This is also a great book to have. And it really breaks down everything as far as how did we come up with a chapter of the Order of the Eastern Star. Because Eastern Stars there was something that was brought here to the United States. Actually, it was always a Masonic lodge, period. It was always that way. So that's the truth. It was always a Masonic lodge. It was never known as a Eastern Star chapter until it hits the United States. This is one of the reasons why overseas they don't recognize the works of the Eastern Star. But I tell you this here. And a brother sent me this, and he said, and no, not he said, but in this video he sent to me from the Grand Lodge of England, it was funny that the Grand Lodge of England says this clearly, that they do indeed know that the works that the women masonry do is legitimate Freemason work. They will not deny that work. However, they say that they're irregular. They don't call them clandestine. They call them irregular. Think about that. For any of you out there, greetings, brothers. Greetings. Any of you out there over in England, and this is the funny thing. Now, England will not eat, they don't even recognize the OES. Now, they consider that clandestine. But female Masons overseas who actually meet in buildings owned by the Grand Lodge of England, the Grand Lodge of England has put out a statement. And if anybody, I'll send it to you. I will do that. If any, and it says that they are irregular. It doesn't say that they're clandestine. It says that their work is correct. Go figure that out. Now that's the bummer right there. So look, I'm gonna say this here. My phone is dead, so I was hoping that Brother Freemason Unlocked will get the message to give me a call on my home number because my cell phone is no juice tonight, no juice at all. ULG accept the shrine. They don't accept the shrine. No, they do not. No, they do not accept the shrine at all. They don't. That may give you, brother, something to think about. You know, and we must remember, all of us must remember, there is no police in Freemasonry. There is no Freemasonry police. Every jurisdiction is sovereign. They have their own structure. They may use the principles of Freemasonry, the first 3 degrees, but is how they structure. You know, so I always say that I don't kick Grand Lodges anymore because they don't do what I do in my jurisdiction. I'm staying out them bushes. Leave them folks alone. If they invite you over, you go just to be curious and see. You may learn something. You might just learn something. Family, what's up, Maddox? What's up, Brother Woods? Brother Wood Smith, definitely welcome aboard. So yeah, so there's quite a few things that we should definitely be taking a look at as we begin to mature, to grow in Freemasonry. And another thing, don't let nobody tell you this. You don't know because you ain't that high up yet. I get tired of that. People. Oh, you a Mason? Oh yeah, I'm a Mason. You don't know yet, but you ain't high enough. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. But there may be some truth to that. That just may be some truth to that. And I'm gonna share some light on this here. The reason that someone may say that is because of how or because of who is in your lodge. Who you've heard me say this many times before. There are various lodges that have very distinguished people in them that sit in Masonic meetings. And brothers, they get the work done. Now, I'm not talking about Masonic work. I'm talking about other stuff. Let me share this with you. Let me tell you the reason why. Oh, I'm gonna be there in just a second. I'm looking for a book real quick. Be there in just a second. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you. Long before there was recognition between Prince Hall and mainstream masonry. I'm going back to 1992 because I don't think there was recognition to like 94, 96. All right, but I'm going back before that. This book is called the U.S. Constitution Annual Renewal Day, 1992. Okay, 1992. Now, I'm gonna show you just how them brothers from mainstream get down. So, here in this list right here, in this list right here, okay? In this list right here. So, I'm just going to share with you a few names that was in this lodge. Okay, in this lodge, and I'm not going to get a name of the lodge. I'm not going to do that, but this is a mainstream lodge, all right? I'm not going to get a name, but trust me, it's a mainstream lodge, all right? So, I'm going to tell you who was at this lodge. And you'll be shocked. Okay, so you had Reverend Von Lawn, retired Navy chaplain. You had Russell N. Kessler, D.E.D., historian teacher. The illustrious Jack Evans. Now, if you're a mainstream Mason, you know who Brother Jack Evans is. All right, San Diego Scottish Rite. You had also the most wishful C.G. Groom, St. Peter's Grand Lodge, was in that meeting. You had Right Wishful Ira Pennington, St. Peter's Grand Lodge was in that meeting. You had Roy Cook. He was an American Indian in that meeting. Now, I'm going to go on down here. I'm going to share somebody else that was in that meeting. Down here, you ain't going to be able to see it. Right here. Right there. It says Tony Hawkins, Hosea Lodge number 7 in that meeting. I'm just saying. This was in 1992. So, when people tell you things, brothers and sisters, when people tell you things, yeah. Yeah. So, let me tell you this here. 2 things. If anybody knows Chris Jackson's phone number out there, see if he can give me a call. My phone is dead, but if he can inbox me, I think I can switch over, and he can definitely log on tonight. I need him to give me a call. Secondly, but anyway, I'm gonna tell you a story, and you probably have heard this story before. It's about me. They said that I snuck into a Masonic lodge. That, I'm telling you, a few years ago, it was the hottest thing on the internet. What's up, Brother Biggs? Okay. It was the hottest thing on the internet. They said, Brother Hawkins from California snuck into a mainstream Grand Lodge. Brothers, sisters, how can you sneak into a chapter or a Masonic lodge? Somebody got to explain that to me. I have never gone anywhere and denied where I come from. Never. So for someone to say that he snuck into the lodge, somebody somebody didn't like it, huh? Somebody didn't like the fact that I was able to knock, the door was open, and I was invited in. So I'm going to tell you just how this story went. It was about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I was invited to a lodge meeting, and I accepted. And I went and I visited. I had a great time, met some brothers. It was great. So whenever you attend Masonic lodge meetings, two things should happen. You should get a guest card, a card that says that you was welcome to visit, signed by the Wishful Master. You also should be able to get a ribbon saying what lodge you visited. There should be something to verify that you was there. And not only that, you should sign the book stating who you are and your name. Okay? I did all of that. So as I was entering into this lodge, they asked me, well, what lodge you from? I told them I'm from Hosea Lodge number 7. At that time, I was past Master Tony Hawkins. And they was like, hey, okay, great. They said this, let us look into our book and find out who you are. I said, okay, look in your book. They looked in the book. They said, oh, brother, I'm sorry, we don't see your name in our book. I was like, okay, that's cool. The past master from another lodge that was there. Remember I told you I said in that lodge meeting, right? A past master was there. He said, hey, I know Brother Hawkins. I know him. I can vouch for him. This is the truth. I said, okay, cool. And the other two brothers that were with me, they was like, well, who are they? I said, well, they're in my lodge. They said, okay. I signed the book. And the junior warden, he was like, he really didn't want me there. That's the truth. The junior warden in that lodge, he really didn't want me there. But the past master of another lodge that was visiting knew me. We sit in lodge together. So it was like, I got him. I know him. So we went in, and the fellowship was cool. The fellowship was cool. And then we took a picture. So next time I tell my wife to add some sugar, man, it's a little bitter. So what happened is that after that, we took a picture. Brother was talking about, you can't do this, Hawkins, you can't go. So I posted a picture with them. Boom, there it is. Man, the shit hit the fan. It was like, boom. How did Hawkins get into that lodge? How did he do that? He must have snuck in. Let me tell you, I don't care who you are. Prince Hall, Modern Free, International, Ancient, nobody sneaks in a lodge. No one. If you have a Tyler at the door, there's some things you got to do to get past that Tyler. And then you have an inside Tyler, okay? There's some things that's got to happen before anybody get into a lodge. It should, okay? There's some things that's got to happen. So in my process of visiting, a lot of people got upset about the fact that I visited. But like I said, somebody vouched for me. And I signed their book. I signed it, Tony Hawkins, past master, Hosea Lodge number 7. So there was no, he faked he was Prince Hall. He faked he was, no. I don't put on the funk like that. I don't fake that funk like that. I am who I say I am, period. And like I said, the fellowship was great. I enjoyed it. But, that just goes to show you your name, your reputation about who you are, your character about who you are. It'll take you places. It will. And as I was telling you in regards to this book, you'll be surprised of who was in this lodge as I was reading out before. You had a brother from the Mexican American Chambers was there. Brother Roberts. He was from he was representing the Mexican American Chambers. No, his name was Tony Morrow was his name. And then you had Brother Roberts, who was a Hispanic brother. And then you had Brother Marion Toronto, who represented the American Indian community. So you know what, man? You'll be surprised who was there. Then you had John McQuitton from Crossroads Lodge, Herbert Parker from Norma Heights Lodge. You had Lee Solomon, Chula Vista Lodge. You had John K. Myers, Chula Vista Lodge. You had Brother Quentin from Silver Gate. Brother Hall he was an inspector from 639 Masonic District. So, brothers, when I was at this meeting, there was some heavy hitters. I'm just saying, all the way around the table. And at that time, I just become a past master, and that was in '92. That was before there was recognition between Prince Hall and mainstream. I'm just saying. And plus, Brother Pennington, who was he was a sitting deputy grand master for St. Peter's Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. Brother Grooms, who was the Grand Master for St. Peter's Grand Lodge, was also present. Okay? So we were all supposed to be clandestine. I'm just saying, we were all supposed to be clandestine. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. You got to do a lot to go good to get people to do that. Oh, yeah. Now, I'm going to share something else with you in this same book. And then we're going to move on. Brother Jack Reeves, okay? This is Brother Jack Reeves. He was a high military officer. Okay, I don't know what all the ribbons and the buttons was meant, but that's Brother Jack Reeves right there. That's a good brother. He's retired. I don't know if he's still around right now, but even when they took that picture, Brother Jack Reeves had to be in his 60s at that time. Okay, I'm gonna share this with you. You see this? This is in this book right here. This is Brother Groom, Pellington from St. Peter's Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Masons. Yeah, they put his picture in the book. They sure did. All right. Then I'm gonna share this with you. I should have been in the book, but I was young, man. I was young that time. I was all over the place. You talking about somebody that like to go and visit places? Woo-wee. Let me see. I think they have Grandmaster Grooms in here. I'm gonna check something out. Let's see. I'll come across it later, but I was looking for the Grandmaster Grooms. His picture was also in his book, and they did a write-up on him. Let's see. Okay, it's not there. Oh, here you go, right here. Now, this is Brother Grandmaster Charles Grooms, St. Peter's Grand Lodge, Ancient Free and Accepted Mason. See that? So when brothers talk about, mainstream Grand Lodge don't reckon, they don't do this and they don't, brothers, I'm just sharing. I'm sharing this is in their book, all right? This is a book that they put together because we was all on this committee. We were all together, and it's called the U.S. Constitution Annual Renewal Day, and this is back in 1992, and it was great. It was great. And at that time, I think the Grandmaster was the Grandmaster for mainstream was Jack Evans, if I'm not mistaken. It was Jack Evans. So I'm just letting you know. Modern day Manly P. Hall. Who's the modern day Manly P. Hall, Brother Biggs? Brother, Masonic library must be extensive. Hey, it's not huge, but it's a nice size library I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7 shelves. 7 shelves, and it's about 5 feet long. 5 feet by 6 by 6'6". That's the extent of my bookshelf that I have with my Masonic books in it. I have a complete Masonic encyclopedia. It's complete. It's like 10 encyclopedias, but they're like one, two, three, volume one, two, three, four, 10 volumes like that. And I have two smaller volumes, one and two. All right, you have one through five. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you get down, brother. I'm telling you, you gotta do it. You gotta do it. So now, as we was talking about, because I said I wanted to stay on topic and kind of got off because of I wanted to share that information with you. So we was talking about in the beginning about the Masonic rings and the times that you get them, and one is a 33rd, one is LOP, and the other one that everybody wears is the Master Mason ring, which you don't supposed to wear that particular ring until you become a Mark Master, because that ring that is when you put your that's your signature. If you know anything about the Mark Master degree, that is your signature. And if you've ever been initiated, yes, shelves. Yeah, thanks, brother Lewis. If you know anything about the Mark Master degree in that initiation process, then you would understand that. You would definitely get it. You would definitely get it. So we're gonna move on, and then we're gonna get into two things: esoteric versus esoteric. One is ES, one is EX. All right, we're gonna get into that, and that's gonna be kind of interesting because I know some brothers, not everyone, when they get into Freemasonry, they don't realize that there's a exoteric side of Freemasonry that they really don't pay any attention to, because Masonry hides everything in emblems and signs. Everything in Masonry is hidden in public, if you follow me. Yes, Brother Lewis, the York right side. So what happens is everything that you see in Masonry, it has a significant meaning for the public, then for you who are Masons. Like I said, everything in Masonry, you can see it in public, but they have a deeper hidden meaning behind them. And what happens is most of us don't go looking for the hidden meaning. I'm going to tell you this here. If you are a Master Mason and you have been raised, okay, you know that word that they give you? Have you ever thought about what's the meaning of the word? I'm going to tell you, it's a corrupt Hebrew word. Okay? The word that you receive when you are when you become a Master Mason, raised a Master Mason. That word, brother, is a corrupt Hebrew word. Look it up. You may be surprised at what it means. A lot of us take the word and say, okay, I got it. I'm good. I'm good. Raise the roof. No, it is not time to raise the roof, because you got something you don't even know what you got. I'm just saying, look that word up, and then you will be surprised about what that word means. And then, even with that being said, since it is a substitute word, you don't get that until you become a Royal Arch Mason and go through 7 other degrees before you even become a Royal Arch Mason. Check that out. Brother Lewis, check me on that if I'm right, that you go through 7 other degrees before you become a Royal Arch Mason, or is it 5? I'm trying to think right off of hand. If you can find it out for me and put it up there tonight, I appreciate it. I don't want to go get a chart and then, do that thing. So just think about that for a second. And I'm going to share this with you. For those of you who don't pay, if you ever go to St. Louis, right? And you see that arch? I'm quite sure you know the arch when you go to St. Louis. Look up the guy who put that whole thing together. Check him out. You need to find out who he is. The gentleman, the architect behind the arch in St. Louis. Look him up, find out who he is, and he tells you why they have an arch right there. He'll tell you why. It is very, very interesting. If you live in St. Louis, you should know the story behind the ark or the arch. You should know it. And it has a keystone in it. I'm just saying, if you never knew that, yeah, it has a keystone in it. If you don't believe me, look it up. 2 years to be raised. I want my light. Oh man, okay, okay, okay. Oh wow, oh wow. Certainly, certainly. He said 2 years to be raised. I want my light. Hey, if you're in San Diego in 2 weeks, if you're in San Diego, California in 2 weeks, we're doing our Master Mason raising. Brother Barry, he's been waiting a long time, almost a year and a. It'll be a year. And let's see, June, July, August, September, October, November. Be a year and 5 months for him. A year and 5 months. And that's his fault. That's totally his fault. See, when you take it lightly, when you take this thing lightly, you don't go no further. Not in this jurisdiction. Not here. Yep. Brother Barry, he'll be getting it. He'll be getting it. And so now, let's move on. Brother Lewis, did you find out how many degrees was it? That's the Hebrew word I wrote, the name of God. Oh, okay. All right, Brother House. Won't you be messing with nobody like that? The Mark Master, Past Master, most excellent master. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brother Lewis. I certainly appreciate that. There you go, gentlemen. There you go right there. All right? So if you hadn't gotten that yet, in the last one, you don't have that which is lost. You don't get it. You won't have it. So, you're going to have to go there to get it. And you'll learn about the ark, with the keystone in it. And if you're a Mark Master, you should already have yourself a keystone. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. If you're a Mark Master, you should already have one. Oh, you brother House, you Jewish? Oh, hey, Brother House, I have a question for you, bruh. As a person who's Jewish and a Freemason, which I don't want to say side, but which degree work did you choose to go up first? Was it York Rite or Scottish Rite, or did you just go Scottish Rite? Or did you just go York Rite? Which one is it feasible for those who are of the Jewish faith to proceed to go? I'm curious about that because I've heard a couple of things and I just want to verify. The stone that was, the stone that the builders refused. Scottish Rite? Boom. I was right when I said that the last time. I thought I had missed something, but okay. I appreciate that, Brother House. I appreciate that. So, for you Master Masons who have been initiated, passed, and raised, all right, this is for you. And I know there's some cowards that come on. I know that. I know people eavesdropping the show. They have told me personally, I love your show. I'm not a Mason. I like it. So I don't have no problem with that. I don't. I just share pertinent information that the public can actually have for themselves. So this ain't no, I'm divulging, I'm giving up secrets and all that stuff. So I'm no. But I am having me some Kool-Aid. Boy, my wife needs some sugar though. Needs some sugar. So, and just so you know, strawberry and grape is my favorite. I'm just saying. So, let's get into this. Check this out. Let's see. Now, this is going to touch on a few things, but what I'm excited about is that it breaks some things down that we don't usually really get into. Okie dokie. Where's it at? I can't. Oh, I got it. Okay, so Esoteric Mason, ESOTRTERIC, Esoteric Mason, the unwritten works of the ritual, which is not to be revealed except to the one entitled to receive it. This is why Masonry has things in the public where you can see it, but unless you study the meaning, the hidden meaning of it, you will never get it. You won't get it. I know the Master Mason has 9 emblems as a Master Mason. But unless you understand the 9 emblems and what they truly mean, and that's when you get into the esoteric side of things, it ain't gonna happen. It is not going to happen because some people are just not ready for it. They are not ready to go that deep because that's a serious rabbit hole you can find yourself in. Then you're gonna be crying, talking about I'm part of some cult. You ain't a part of no cult. You just don't understand what you're a part of. You thought it was gonna be all happy-go-lucky. You thought you just gonna hang out with the boys and have some drinks and chase some of the OES sisters around, which is wrong. You messed that up. You did all of that. What you should have did is when you got raised from a dead level to a living perpendicular, when you did all of that, when you got to that point, you should have indulged yourself in the works and finding out, let me get into this and get a better understanding of what I'm part of. Because masonry is bigger than where you at. It is. And then when you understand that, then you're more apt, you're more likely to say, okay, I'm ready, I'm fired up, I'm good to go. You'll have a lot more respect for yourself as a Mason. You have a lot more respect for other jurisdictions. You have a lot more respect for the Sisters of the Order of the Eastern Star. You would. So, yes, definitely, Brother Lewis, hidden in plain sight. You know, and I'm going to tell you another thing. This is why even in movies, they put a lot of Masonic stuff in movies. But unless you know what you're looking at, you will not even see it. I guarantee that. I've seen so many movies with Masonic stuff in it. You know, you got to know what the movie is all about. And when you see the Masonic stuff in it, then you can kind of grab the whole movie. Brother House, okay. I'm reading your statement here. Truth is in the language. Many lost translations. The first book of Genesis is not the first creation. Oh, Brother Lewis. No, not Brother Lewis. Brother House. You are so right. Man, you know you're going to make a lot of people mad. And you Jewish too? You know, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, you know as well as I know, no, Genesis, the creation, is not necessarily the first creation. So for any of you who feel that the Genesis creation is the first creation, need to go back and read. Open your Bible and read it. You need to do that. And I'm going to say this. Yep. I'm going to say this here too. Brother Lewis, I could have been talking to you, Brother Lewis, but a brother shared with me, he said, what if the continent of Africa as a whole was the Garden of Eden? And I was like, whoa, I never seen that coming. A brother said, what if the Garden of Eden as a whole was Africa? Hidden in plain sight. I'm just saying. The tree of life. And here's the funny thing. Africa, the continent, has everything that you would ever need on this planet Earth to survive. It has cures, herbal cure. It has it all. Gold, minerals, iron. It has it all. It has enough to supply the whole world. But it's one of the most poorest countries. And you know why? Because people go over and they carve it up and they call it other names. Africa, as we know it, was not the original name for that continent, that place. But that's what they call it. And now here we are stuck calling it Africa. I'm just saying. Go back, check the history, learn it for yourself, and nobody can come back and take that what you have. They can add to it, but they can't take it. This is why I say, if I'm ever talking to a brother that I may not know as much as I know, I'm not going to take what he has and throw it out. I want to add to it. So if you're ever around another Mason and he doesn't know as much as you know, if you're ever around another sister and she doesn't know as much as you know, add to it. Don't take from it. Don't turn your back from them and say, well, forget you. No, add to it. That's how you build them up. That's how you make good man better man, by adding to them. It has nothing to do with all that other stuff you may hear. But this is how we do it. This is how we should do it. You want to make a good man a better man? Add to his life. Add to his life. Add to his life, you and watch what happens. Name after man, name, okay, Africa's or something like that. Oh, okay. Brother Phil Jackson, you own it. All right. We all can look that up. You posted it. We all can look that up. That's for sure. It was, and the Jewish people were to go to the Kenya in 1917. But it was turned down by the Rothschilds. Brothers said they would take Palestinians in the Holocaust and could have them be avoided. Whoa! Brother House, boy, you shed some light on that one. All right. Okay. I see another name down here. Africanus. All right. Man. So as I was saying earlier, if we're going to ever build each other up, if we ever going to make the good man a better man, don't take from him, but add to him, add to her, and watch what happens. This is how we do that. We can no longer sit idly by and look at the person and say, well, they don't know. I don't know why they're in that office. Because you elected and put them there, be it male or female. When you put a person in office, that person should know the works. And let me tell you this here. November is coming up. And for most of us, that's election time. That's election time. I don't know what jurisdiction, most jurisdictions hold the election between December and November. Okay? December, November is usually when most jurisdictions hold their Masonic meetings for election. December is usually a dark month. And that is the time of St. John the Baptist, right? Yeah, St. John the Baptist. That is the winter month. Everything dies in the winter. Winter solstice. Everything dies. This is why we celebrate it. You know, the sun is going to die and it's going to be raised in 3 days. You kissed it on the way home. Yes, indeed. So listen to me once again. I'm going to say it once again clearly. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't mind being corrected. But the sun is going to die. It's going to be down for 3 days. And then it's going to raise again. Yeah. Catch it. And I'm going to tell you when it's going to die. Catch it between December 23rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. And watch the sun. And see how low it is. It's dead. Wait a minute. Man, I can't answer your voice clip. I'll lose you if I click over and answer a voice clip. I hope he gives me a call on my house number. If anybody is friends with Freemasonry Unlocked, could you please tell him to check his messenger and tell him to give me a call at the number I left for him? That's my home number. I give out my cell, but I don't give him my home, you know. Nah. Can't do that one. But anyway, yes, 3 days. For 3 days. You can look it up under the Uganda. The Jewish people that were killed in the Holocaust were sacrifices. Whoa. See, Brother House? Brother House, my cell phone number is being charged right now. But Brother House, I don't know where you at in the United States, or I don't know what part of the world you're in right now. And I don't know what time it is where you're at. But after this is all said and done, Brother House, I would love for you to give me a call. My cell should be up right about then. That number is 619-985-1184. Boy, I'd love to have a conversation with you tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do one better. Dang it. Why when I want it, I can't? Oh. I'm going to do one better. So check this out. When we close out tonight, if anybody is interested in going on a conference call tonight, I'm going to give out the conference number. That conference number is going to be 605-472-5329. That is the conference call number. And then The access number is going to be 541512. Brother Lewis has that number. He put it up for me the last time, and if he doesn't mind, he can put it up again. So after tonight, we're gonna definitely do conference call because I love to have Brother House on that line so he can break down some stuff for me. Especially, I'm talking for me. I like to know what he know. That brother is pretty knowledgeable on that side. Yep, that's it. So let's take a look at the sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N. So, you know in the sayings it says, no one sees, no one comes to the Father except they go through the Son. What do you think that comes from? What do you think it comes from? And so, you see that? You see this? And you see that, right? You can't go nowhere. You can't go to him unless you go through the Son. This is why when they buried the pharaohs, be it a male or a female, because there were female pharaohs, okay? So, or there were. You can look that up. All right, so you're in Alabama. I think we're like so it should be about almost 10 o'clock your time, huh? I'm gonna close this down at about 10 o'clock your time then. All right. So check this out. So if you know anything about Kemet and Isis and Osiris and all of that, they traveled. When they buried the pharaohs, they gave them everything they needed during their travel. Food, gold, weapons. They gave it all to them. They even had protectors there watching over the body. Because they felt that they had traveled during the day and they returned. Let me see, was it they traveled during the day, returned at night? Or did they travel at night and return in the day? Something like that. But I'm just saying they couldn't go anywhere unless they went through the sun. Look this stuff up for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. Look it up. And if I'm wrong, just say, hey, you know what, bro, this is what I found. I'm cool with that. But I'm saying from what I found, from my own reading, it's pretty interesting in regards to the S-U-N versus the S-O-N. Therein lies esoteric versus esoteric. Two separate things that's happening right there. One that everybody sees and can know about, and one that has a deeper and hidden meaning behind it. And as a matter of fact, one is more spiritual. You know, definitely one is more spiritual because the esoteric, which is the EX, is for everybody. The ES, esoteric, is for those of the enlightened body. You know how you go into that little core group of people, that core group, and that's where you sit down and talk about the Memphis rites, you know, a Mizram. You know, if you have your 90th degree, your 95th degree, and those higher degrees, it all deals in that type of that type of degree work. That type of degree work, everybody ain't built for that. Everybody isn't. I hear a lot of people talking about, well, it's that degree work is clandestine. You leave the United States and see how clandestine that degree work is. You will be shocked. That's for sure. You will be shocked. Oh boy, I'm missing some stuff. Oh, yeah, 1935. Okay, 1935, where you're at. 935. Okay. All right, the Jewish, the Hebrews, the Hebronites, not monolithic Judaism, has never been monolithic or believed in one God, but many gods. We just know that there is a God above all. Boom. Boy, you teaching me tonight. I'm telling you. And that reminds me of a story in the Bible about when Peter, or was it Paul, that went to the temple. And they was asking him about which God he was going to pray for because they had a lot of gods in the temple. And all of them had names but one God. And he said that he would pray to that God that didn't have a name. Yeah. It's in your Bible. Now, I don't know if you have the King James Version, NIV, or the Standard Version, but it's in there. Go look it up. It's there. Oh, Saul. Okay, thank you. See? Bruh, the Bible is hidden with a lot of jewels. I'm gonna tell you my own personal thing about that. Is because I got frustrated, and I'll share this with you. I got frustrated and really didn't care for the Bible. I've read it from the beginning to the end. I've read it. I ain't saying I understood everything in it. I got frustrated with it because I didn't see me in the Bible. I didn't at first. I didn't see Tony in the Bible. Tony Muhammad, I didn't see that guy, anything that looked like me in the Bible. I didn't until later. And then I had to kind of I am now making my reacquaintance with the Bible. Because I know a lot of stuff has been changed, but I'm now getting back into it. But I was a pissed black man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Once I got into a whole lot of other stuff and started reading, I was, I couldn't go back to Mississippi and be the same guy. They was like, nah, bruh, no, you wouldn't last 2 weeks in Mississippi after I had done my, man, power to the people. For real. I'm talking about for real though. God can't be the most high God unless there's gods under it. Oh, house. Bruh, I'm telling you. Brother Phil wouldn't take the time to explain the Kemet stuff. I just let him know I see God a lot different. Okay, all right. Everyone has the Bible that has Lucifer in it. Yeah, boy, you know what? Lucifer was a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I ain't mad at Lucifer. I'm not. And a lot of people said, you done lost your mind. But I'm not mad at Lucifer. I can't. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because Lucifer is a light bringer. It's a light bearer. And if you ever get up early in the morning and you see that bright and morning star, and for those of you who know what I'm talking about, there you see Lucifer. I'm just saying, it's truth, and I'm just throwing it out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. If somebody can say you lying, Hawkins, I'm willing to listen. I am. But Lucifer, in the morning, when you get up early in the morning and you look into the sky, I'm in the west, so I look. So when I get up, I'm not going to look to the east. I'm going to look far west. When I get up, I look far west, and boom, there's a bright and morning star. The light bearer, Lucifer. Somebody tell me what this star. I don't even think it's a star. I think it's a planet, though. What's the closest planet to us that looks like a star? And then you have it. Bright and morning star equals morning star. Something if you know what I'm talking about. Bring that. Okay. The word Lucifer is the Greek word that was placed in a Hebrew translation, aka King James Version of the Bible. The story was allegory of the king of Babylon. Boom. The brother just broke it down. He just told you it's an allegory. It's a story. It's an allegory. That brother's Jewish. He can break some stuff down that I probably never can. And I appreciate him. Venus. Boom. Thank you very much. No, Saturn is a little far away, my brother. I know that one. Saturn is a little far away, but Venus is a little closer. So check that out. So for those of you who are on that tip, you know I ain't lying to you. We're going to make it do what it do here tonight. So look, it's about 2 minutes to 10. No, 2 minutes to 8 on my side. No, it's not. No, it's not. I apologize. I'm looking at this thing, this ticker up here that's telling me it's almost an hour. And I want to definitely get on the conference line tonight. And for those of you who want to go on the conference line, could you click yes? And we can probably do like maybe an extra 30 minutes after we leave here, so everybody can have some buy-in and definitely ask questions. I hope that Brother House will be able to get online tonight. So if you got questions for him, he definitely can break a whole lot of stuff down that I probably can't. I certainly would appreciate it, Brother House, if you're able to come online tonight to do that. So for those of you who are online tonight, could you like just push yes to let me know that you will join us on the conference call? All right, I see a few coming up. Great, great. So we'll make sure that happens. But so going back to what I was saying earlier. All right, thank you, thank you. Keep coming up. So going back to what I was saying earlier in regards to Freemasonry. Now it is my understanding, it is from what I've seen, it is from what I've gathered. Thank you, Brother Lewis. That is the correct number. Brother Lewis put up the correct number. I just want you to know it is the correct number. Thank you. So I have had the opportunity to sit and talk with people, and they never take anything from me. They always add to me. So just like tonight, Brother House added to me. Now he may have added to you brothers and the sisters who are on tonight. He may have even added some things to you. So let's this is what we need to do if we're going to ever build that bridge, over troubled waters, because the waters are trouble. And that's some real stuff right there. And if we can ever build a bridge over those troubled waters, man, it's going to be one hallelujah day. I'm telling you. And that's really my goal. It's not about trying to do this or do that. It's just to say, look, you know what? We're in this thing together. Yeah, you got your jurisdiction. I got mine. I mind my business. You mind yours. But when we are out in public, the respect for the order should always be given. Manly P. Hall and Albert Pike has many writings on Venus being the light bearer. Also, Jesus said in Revelations 22:16 that he was the bearer, the bright and morning star. Boom. I'm just saying, I'm just agreeing with Brother House. He bringing the whole house tonight. He bringing the house. Well, you gonna make me go get my Bible for real, Brother House. I'm telling you, man. It took me some time to start getting back into the Bible, because I had to find me. And when I say I had to find me, that is clearly to say I had to understand the totality of who I am in this whole gamut, this whole world. Not only as a man, but as a black man. I had to just go and just do me. And it's been a fight. I'm telling you, it's been a fight. I had to damn near deprogram myself. Yep, okay. It's in their face. Yes, it is. I read the Bible in Hebrew and English. What? 200 plus times? Brother House, God dang, I ain't nowhere near that. I would say maybe 1.5 times. And I have a Quran, and I'm just really beginning to indulge in that real good. Bro, you talking about 200 plus times? Are you a rabbi? I mean, sheesh. Bruh. Woo. For real. Word for word, beginning to the end. God dang, brother. No, the truth is never complicated. I'm gonna tell you this. The truth is hidden in lies. The truth is hidden in lies. If you don't believe me, listen to a person who's telling you a lie. And I tell you, the truth is hidden within that lie. You just got to be able to decipher. That's a fact. This is why it's important for us always to be knowledgeable about the craft for which we are a part of, because people come up to you talking. I know they come to me, they want to have a conversation. And I don't mind having a conversation, but yeah, for real. Oh yeah. A lie travels so quick, it'll travel so quick, and by the time you decipher the lie and understand that the truth is hidden within it, it's too late. It's too late, and then you be trying to bring it back, and it's hard. It's really hard. And that's it. Oh, Brother House, Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But I'm going to share this with you. Watch out for this. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Donald Trump just did not. Okay, so let me see. I want to break this down. Donald Trump made Jerusalem the capital, if I'm not mistaken, right? You need to go into Scripture in order to understand that. Now, if you are a Mason and you're on this page, you must understand that this is the fourth temple. Hear me clearly. This is the fourth temple. Now check this out. Now, you know, in the first, second, and third degree, the temple was destroyed, right? You come to the Royal Arch, you find that the temple was rebuilt and it was destroyed again and again. And now, if it holds true, and Donald Trump has named Jerusalem the capital, where the dome is at, they're going to tear it down and build another temple. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. And you then will begin to have sacrifices back in the temple. Trust and believe that. Read the Bible. Brother House, how far am I off on that? If I'm far off, bring me back. Help me out. I'm asking for a little help. Oh, facts. Oh, okay. The symbols of the wise becomes the gods. Boy, y'all throwing some stuff up there. But I'm just saying, watch what's happening right now. See, everybody talking about how crazy Trump is and Trump don't love Israel. Trump love Israel. Or him and Israel got something going on. Because something is about to take place over there. Watch and see what happens. You a Mason, you better go and read the Royal Arch degree. You better go get that. If you're a Royal Arch Mason, you better watch what's about to happen over in Jerusalem right about now. And then, check this out. For those of you who don't know, or those of you who do know, so you do know that Ghana has offered any black man dual membership to Ghana. They did that. Dual citizenship, and you can buy land. Come back to Africa, baby. Come back to Africa. You'll catch that on the way home. For real. The Traveling Man. What's up, the Traveling Man? Oh, Traveling Man. I got some disappointing news for you, bruh. You said if you are a Prince Hall Mason, you cannot take the degrees of the Memphis Mizraim. That's not true. Traveling Man. I know some Prince Hall Masons who have those degrees. Ooh-wee. I do. I just can't tell you their name. I can't because I'm sworn. That's the difference in the primitive rights. Those who are part of the degree work, unless they disclose it to you, I have no right to. But I can tell you there are some Prince Hall brothers who have those degrees. There are some mainstream brothers who have those degrees. They do. I'm just saying. I am Prince Hall, and next year I was thinking about going through the Memphis Mizraim right next year. What do you think about it? Do it, Big Blake. Shit, do it. Man, do it. I'm going to tell you the reason you do it. It's bruh. It's spooky. I ain't gonna lie. If you believe in ghosts. If you believe in ghosts. But other than that, I wish I had Brother Jackson on here tonight. My phone is dead. We can hit that. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna have, today is Friday. Monday, Brother Jackson gonna be back on the show Monday. And we're gonna talk about the Memphis Mizraim and the Memphis. We're gonna talk about all that because Jackson, myself and Jackson are tight on that. We are. We are. How much are African dues? African dues? Oh, okay. I see the laughing out loud on that. I had to think about that. African dues? What are you talking about, African dues? But anyway, not dual membership, dual citizenship to Africa. Okay, dual citizenship. That's what they're offering. Okay, how is going? Allow me to clarify. If you are PHA or mainstream, you cannot legally receive the degrees of the Memphis and Mizraim. If a brother chooses to risk expulsion by doing so, that is on him. Okay, I can agree with that. But I would tell you this. About 3 years ago, I was in Texas. There was a brother from New York who was part of the Grand Lodge of New York. He was part of the degree work. He did the lectures. I'm just saying, there are members of the various jurisdictions that who have these degrees. Some have even gone overseas and gotten them. I'm just telling you what I know as a fact because I've talked to them, not something somebody told me. Oh, Brother House, I'm about to cut out. My 7-month-old just, oh man, your baby just woke up? Ah, oh, dang it. Put the baby back to sleep. Get the baby some Kool-Aid. Get the baby some Kool-Aid. Baby, go back to sleep, Brother House. Hey, Brother House, before you go, will you be able to be on the conference call? Let me know, please. Hey, Lola. What's up, sis? Yes, my phone is dead. Hey, tell him to call my house number. Look, I'm gonna give my house number out because my phone is dead. And this is for brother Freemason Unlocked. My house number is going to be 619. I said I wasn't gonna give it out. I ain't never home anyway. But 619-286-0642 is my home number. Give me a call, Freemason Unlocked. We got a few more minutes left. There you go, brother. All right, Brother Raheem. You got that? What you think about it? Brother Raheem, tell me what you think about that degree work. You know? What you think about it? As a matter of fact, I'm about to... Nah, I ain't going to break that rule. I was going to break one of my rules, but I can't do that right now. I can't do that. I wish my phone was charged. Good golly, Miss Molly. Show like the bone. Dang it. Boy, but look, he got to hurry up and make that call because I ain't going to be on here all night. We've been on here 1 hour and 12 minutes, and I want to say thank you to the brothers and to the sisters who are on tonight. Please tell somebody about the page. Subscribe to the page. I hope that the information you're receiving tonight is good information. I try to make this as common, as personal as I can. You know, to be upfront and to be forthright with degree work and all of that, you know, without having to go into details on a whole lot of other degree work. So, you know, we try to keep it simple for all Masons, for all Eastern Stars. So, you know, we're going to get down. But, hey, that fraternal kiss threw me for a loop tonight, y'all. When I found that out, I said I had to share that. A fraternal kiss. Ooh-wee. Now, what I have to do, and what I would hope that you also do, is to find out, is it on the cheek, forehead, or where does this fraternal kiss thing go? Because I know that the lodges in Cincinnati do a fraternal kiss. I know that, unless they've stopped. But yeah, it's called a fraternal kiss. For those of you who wasn't here earlier, that's something we was talking about, a fraternal kiss. And which jurisdiction does that? The jurisdiction of Connecticut does that. Mainstream Grand Lodge. I'm just throwing it out there for you and for yours to know. That's who does it. I don't... Oh, you know what else? So, I do know this here. When a... Hello? Hello? Hey, brother Freemason Unlocked. Hold on. Brother Freemason Unlocked.
Yeah.
Okay, you now. Okay, bruh. You must have got my message late.
Yeah. I'm in Target, bro.
You're in Target.
Yeah.
Are you, bruh? What time it is in New York?
So let me see right now.
This Freemason Unlocked, he's on live tonight. He's in Target in New York. I'm like, bruh. Hey, so you didn't see the message I left you earlier, right?
Yeah, I did, but I recently saw it. I was like, damn, because my phone was charging, so I was like, damn, I saw it late though.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, I want to. Well, this you keep that number. That's my home number, and what we're gonna do because we've been on here for about an hour and 15 minutes. We're getting ready to go on to the conference line. If you have that number, you can definitely charm in if you want to. Tonight we talked about a few things. One being a Freemasonry kiss is a pledge of mutual relief used primarily in the Lodge of Connecticut.
Okay.
Okay, we talked about that. We also talked about esoteric versus esoteric, with those differences, you know. And we talked about some other stuff. And brother House, that brother got deep tonight. I ain't gonna kid you, he got real deep tonight. I didn't know the brother was he says he's Jewish, and he kept writing stuff in Jewish and in English. And so that's when he disclosed. And I was like, okay, so I will hope that he was going to be on conference call tonight. But if not, that's cool. But for those of us, we're going to get ready to log off. I want to thank Freemason Unlocked for calling in. He got to me kind of late. But Freemason Unlocked, that's my home number. So keep that number, okay?
Right.
And we definitely got to come back. And we got to chat some more because there's some things I want to ask you in regards to Freemasonry, because I know that you deal on a whole nother level in Freemasonry, and we
Right.
briefly tapped on that earlier, but I think you can really bring some things to light.
All right. So let me know as far as the call is gonna go down.
Oh yeah, the conference call is going down tonight. It's been already posted. That conference call number is going to be, once again, for those of you who didn't see it, the conference call number is 605-472-5329, and the access number is going to be 541512. So after we get off this tonight, give me just a couple of minutes. We're gonna go on the conference call, and we're gonna continue the discussion, and all topics are available. So if you have something you want to talk about, we can do that.
Okay. All right, big bro. So what time y'all gonna pop off the conference call?
In about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Give me about 5 or 10 minutes after I log off. Then we'll be going on to the conference call.
Okay, cool. So I'll call in with y'all, brother.
All right, then I appreciate it.
All right, big bro. On the square.
All right, late. So, from what I just read, Brother House said he wasn't going to be on tonight early in the comment. Thank you. I missed that. I really did. I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Brother Christopher Edwards. Thank you very much. So, Houston, Texas in the house. Oh, yeah, Texas. You know what? My mom lived in Missouri, Texas. And, man, I'm telling you, when I come to Texas, thank you. That's all I'm saying. So, with that being said, tonight we're going to go ahead and sign off. And like I said, tell somebody about the show, man. If you like it, I love it. And if I can make it better and you got suggestions, hey, I'll take that too. But we're going to keep on keeping on, and we're going to definitely stay out the bushes tonight. So keep your light on and keep traveling. Look to the east.